Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar will speak on the topic of the acid rain and its effect. About the acid rain refers to a mixture of the deposited material, both wet and dry, coming from the atmosphere, containing more than normal amounts of the nitric and sulfuric acids. Simply put, it means the rain that is acidic in nature due to the presence of the certain pollutants in air due to cars and industrial process. It is easily defined as rain, fog, sleet, or snow that has been made acidic by pollutants in the air as a result of the fossil fuel and industrial combustion that mostly emits nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide. Acidity is determined on the basis of the pH level of the water droplet. Normal rainwater is slightly acidic with a pH range of 5.3 to 6.0 because carbon dioxide and water present in the air react together to form the carbonic acid, which is a weak acid. When the pH level of the rainwater falls below this range, it becomes acid rain. When these gases react with water molecules and oxygen, among other chemicals found in the atmosphere, mid-acidic chemical compounds such as sulfuric and nitric acid are formed, resulting to the acid rain. Acid rain generally leads to the weathering of the buildings, corrosion of metals, and peeling of paints on the surface. Erupting volcanoes contains some chemicals that can cause acid rain. Apart from this, burning of the fossil fuels, running of the factory, and automobiles due to the human activity are few other reasons behind this activity. Presently, large amount of the acid deposition is witnessed in the southeastern Canada, northeastern United States, and most of the Europe, including portion of the Sweden, Norway, and Germany. And in addition, some amount of the acid deposition is found in parts of the South Asia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and southern India. Forms of the acid rain. There are two forms in which acid deposition occurs: wet and dry. Both are discussed below. Wet deposition: when the wind blows the acidic chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is wet, the acid falls to the ground in the form of the rain, sleet, fog, snow, or mist. It removes acid from the atmosphere and deposits them on Earth's surface. When this acid flows through the ground, it affects large number of the plants, animals, and the aquatic life. The water from drain flows into the rivers and canals, which is then mixed up with the seawater, thereby affecting marine habits. Dry deposition. If the wind blows the acid chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is dry, the acidic pollutants slip into dust or smoke and fall to the ground as dry particles. These stick to the ground and other surfaces such as cars, houses, trees, and buildings. Almost 50% of the acidic pollutants in the atmosphere fall back through dry deposition. These acidic pollutants can washed away from Earth's surface by the rainstorm. Causes of the acid rain: both natural and man-made resources are known to play a role in the formation of the acid rain, but it is mainly caused by the combustion of the fossil fuels, which results in emission of the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. Natural resources: the major natural resources causal agent for acid rain is the volcanic emission. Volcanic Volcanoes emit acid producing gases to create higher than normal amounts of the acid rain or any other form of the precipitation such as a fog and snow, to an extent affecting the vegetation cover and health of the resident within the surrounding. Decaying vegetation, wildfires, and biological processes within the environment also generate the acid rain forming gases. Dimethyl sulfide is a typical example of a major biological contributor to the sulfur containing elements into the atmosphere. Lightning strike also naturally produces nitric oxide that reacts with water molecules via electrical activity to produce the nitric acid, thereby forming the acid rain. Man-made sources: human activity leading to a chemical gas emission, such as sulfur and nitrogen, are the primary contribution to the acid rain. The activity include air pollution, sources of the emitting of the sulfur, nitrogen gas like factories, power generation facility, and automobiles. In particular, use of the coal for the electrical power generation is the biggest contributor to the gaseous emission leading to the acid rain. Automobiles and factories also release high scores of the gaseous emission on daily basis into the air, especially in highly industrialized areas and the urban regions with main numbers of the car traffic. These gases react in the atmosphere with the water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form various acidic compounds such as sulfuric acid, ammonium nitrate, and nitric acid. As a result, these areas experience extremely high amounts of the acid rain. The existing winds blow these acidic compounds over large areas across borders, and they fall back to the ground in the form of acid rain or other forms of the precipitation. Upon reaching the earth, it flows across the surface, absorbs into the soil, and enters into the lake and rivers, and finally gets mixed up with the seawater. The gases, either sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, are primarily gases occurring from the electric power generation by burning coal and responsible for the acid rain. Effect of the acid rain. Acid rain has significant effect on the world environment and the public health. Effect on aquatic environment. Acid rain either falls directly on the aquatic bodies or gas run off the forest roads and fields to flow into the streams, rivers, and lakes. Over a period of time, acid gets accumulated in the water and lower the overall pH of the water body. The aquatic plant and animals need a particular pH level of about 4.8 to survive. If the pH level falls below that, the condition become hostile for the survival of the aquatic life. Acid rain tendency of altering pH and aluminum concentration greatly affects pH concentration level in the surface water, thereby affecting fish as well as other aquatic life forms. At pH levels below 5, most fish eggs cannot hatch. Lower pH can also kill adult fishes. Acid rain runoff from the catchment area into rivers and lakes has also reduced biodiversity as rivers and lakes become more acidic. Species including fish, plant, and insect types in some lakes, rivers, and brooks have been reduced and some even completely eliminated owing to excess acid rain flowing into the water. Effect on the forest. It makes tree vulnerable to disease, extreme weather, and insect by destroying their leaves, damaging the bark, and arresting their growth. Frost damage due to the acid rain is most evident in the Eastern Europe, especially Germany, Poland, and Switzerland. Effect on the soil. Acid rain highly impacts on the soil chemistry and biology. It means soil microbes and the biological activity as well soil chemical composition such as soil pH are damaged or reserved due to the effects of the acid rain. The soil needs to be maintained an optimum pH level for the continuity of biological activity. When acid rain seep into the soil, it means higher soil pH, which damages or reserves the soil biological and chemical activity. Hence, sensitive soil microorganisms that cannot adapt to changes in pH are killed. High soil activity also denature enzyme for the soil micro. On the same breath, hydrogen ions of the acid rain leach away vital minerals and nutrients such as calcium and magnesium. Vegetation, cover, and plantation. The damaging effect of the acid rain on soil and high levels of the dry deposition have endlessly damaged high altitude forest and vegetation cover since they are mostly encircled by the acidic fogs and clouds. Besides, the widespread effect of the acid rain on ecological harmony have led to the stunted growth and the even death of the some of the forest and vegetation cover. Effect on architecture and building. Acid rain on buildings, especially those constructed with limestone, react with the minerals and corrode them away. This leaves the building weak and susceptible to decay. Modern building, cars, aeroplanes, steel bridges, and pipes are all affected by the acid rain. Irreparable damage can be caused to the old heritage building. Effect on the public health. When in atmosphere, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide gases and their particulate matter derivatives like sulfates and nitrates degrades visibility and cause accident leading to injuries and deaths Human health is not directly affected by the acid rain because acid rain water is too dilute to cause the serious health problem. However, the dry depositions, also known as gaseous particulates in the air, which in this case the nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide, can cause serious health problems when inhaled. Intensified levels of the acid deposition in dry form in the air can cause lung and heart problems such as bronchitis and the asthma. Other effects: acid rain leads to the weathering of the buildings, corrosion of the metals, and peeling of the paints on the surface. Building and structure made of marble and limestone are the one especially damaged by the acid rain due to the reactivity of the acids in the rain and calcium compounds in the structure. The effects are commonly seen on the statue of the old gravestone, historic monuments, and damaged building. Acid rain also corrode metal like steel, bronze, copper, and iron. Remedies to the acid rain: cleaning up exhaust pipes and smoke stacks. Most of the electric power supporting the modern dry energy requirement comes from the combusting fossil fuels such as oil, natural gas, and coal that generate nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide as the chief contributor to the acid rain. Burning coal largely accounts for the SO2 emission, while NOx emission are mostly from fossil fuel combustion. Washing coal: use of the coal comprised of the low sulfur and use of the devices known as the scrubbers can provide technical solution to the SO2 emission. Scrubbing, also called flue gas desulfurization, typically work to the chemically eliminate SO2 from the gases, leaving smokestacks. It can eliminate up to the 95% of the SO2 gases. Power generation facility can also shift to the using fuels that emit much less SO2, such as a natural gas, instead of the burning the coal. These methods are simply called emission reduction strategy. Similarly, NOx emission from the automobile fossil fuel combustion are mitigated upon use of the catalytic converters. Catalytic converters are fixed on the exhaust pipe system to reduce NOx emission. Improvement of the gasoline that combusts cleaner is a strategy for reducing the emission of the NOx gases. Restoring damaged environment: use of the limestone or lime, a process called liming, is a practice that people can do to repair the damage caused by the acid rain to lakes, rivers, and brooks. Adding lime into the acidic surface water balances the acidity. It is a process that has extensively been used, for instance, in Sweden to keep the water pH at optimum. Even though liming is an expensive method and has to be done repeatedly. Furthermore, it only offers a short-term solution at the expense of solving the broader challenges of the SO2 and NOx emission and risk to the human health. Nevertheless, it helps to restore and allow the survival of the aquatic life form by improving chronically acidified surface water. Alternative energy resources: beside fossil fuels, there is a wide range of the alternative energy sources that can generate electric power. These include wind energy, geothermal energy, solar energy, hydropower, and nuclear power. Harnessing these energy sources can offer effective electrical power alternative instead of using the fossil fuels. Fuel cells, natural gases, and the batteries can also substitute use of the fossil fuel as a cleaner energy resources. As of today, all energy resources have environmental and economical costs as well as benefits. The only solution is using sustainable energy that can protect the future. Individual, national, state, and international action. Millions of people directly and indirectly contribute to the SO2 and NOx emission. Mitigation of this challenge requires individuals to be more informed about energy conservation and ways of reducing emission, such as turning off lights or electrical appliances when not using them. Use public transport, use energy efficient electrical appliances, and use of the hybrid vehicle, those with NOx emission. Measurement of the acid rain: we use the pH scale to measure the acid rain. The pH scale measures how acidic a substance is. It runs from 0 to 14, in which 0 is the most acidic, 7 is neutral, and 40 is the most basic. Although pure water is known to have a pH of the 7, normal rainwater has a slightly more acidic pH of the 5.5. This pH level is due to the carbon dioxide, oxide of sulfur, and nitrogen in the atmosphere that dissolve into the carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. Acid range has an average pH of this one, which is almost 10 times more acidic than the normal range. The level of acidity can be determined using high-tech devices or using litmus paper. When litmus paper is exposed to a substance, it changes color depending on the acidity. Red for the acidic, blue for the basic, and a variety of colors of anything natural acidity of the rainwater. Pure water has a pH of the 7.0 natural. However, natural unpolluted rainwater actually has a pH of a 5.6 acidic. Recall from the experiment, one of the pH is a measure of the hydrogen and concentration. The acidity of rain comes from the natural presence of three substances, CO2, NO, and SO2, found in the troposphere, the lowest layer of the atmosphere. As seen in the table 1, carbon dioxide is present in the greatest concentration, therefore contributes the most natural acidity in the rainwater. Carbon dioxide reacts with the water to form carbonic acid, equation 1. Carbonic acid then dissociates to give the hydrogen H plus ion and hydrogen carbonate on H plus 3, equation 2. The ability of the H to C3 deliver H plus is the what classifies this molecule as an acid. The lowering of the pH solution, CO2 plus H2O, H2CO3, 1. H2CO3 gives the H plus HCO3. Nitric oxide, which also contribute to the natural activity with the rainwater, is formed during the lightning storms by the reaction of the nitrogen and oxygen, two common atmospheric gases, equation 3. In air, NO is oxidized to the nitrogen dioxide, equation 4, which in turn reacts with the water to give the nitric acid, HNO3, equation 5. This acid dissociates in water to yield hydrogen ions and nitrate ions in a reaction analogous to the dissociation of the carbonic acid, found in equation 3. Again, lowering the pH of the solution, N2 plus O2, 2NO, NO plus O, NO, 3NO2 plus H2O, 2HNO3 plus this one. Acidity of the polluted rainwater. Unfortunately, human industrial activity produces additional acid-forming compounds in far greater quantity than the pH natural acidity.